Okay, everybody, how you doing? This is me, just the old man talking. I'm going to keep this short. All right. Don't breathe. Okay. The first thing that they teach you is once you get your comprehension skills, I don't know, first or second grade or something, they teach you don't chew with your mouth open. Okay. The only thing I can tell you is food tastes way better. Now, people have been doing this to you since you were born. Okay. If you have high blood pressure, 120 over 80, it's a lie. If you're taking medication, please follow your doctor's uh, prescription. If you're taking medication, keep taking it if it's working for you. The only thing I can tell you is if you breathe differently, your blood pressure will go down, and I can prove it because I've been working on mine. And my doctor actually asked me, show me how you breathe. Okay, so my blood pressure is up typically down now, and I'm spreading out the medication. So for some reason or another, it still gets high. Could be my habits, smoking cigarettes, sneaking a beer in every once in a while, even though I quit. Okay, but anyway, I digress. I want you to try other things. I want you to try them homeopathic remedies. I want you to try meditating. I want you to try all these other things. Spend some time on yourself. You spend your whole life doing what others want. No wonder you got high blood pressure. I digress. Okay, number two, lucid dreams. If I said lucid dream to you, what would you think? Well, that's the devil's territory. No, it isn't. You know what's the devil's territory? Space. I digress. Okay, and finally, I want you to try the Mudra Hakini. Mudrahakini. Okay, and let me ask you a question. You could tell what's good for you if you would do it when no one is around. Okay, so for example, in breathing, okay, controlled breathing, all meditation is just controlled breathing. It's just you taking time out for yourself. There's no demons. If there's any demons at all, it's in the mirrors. Sheesh. Mines are covered. And I didn't look at them that much anyway. The only time I would possibly look in the mirrors if I was in the bathroom. Okay, so anyway, I want you to try that. I should have got that young man's name who was doing the video. Shoot, I didn't. So, well, that's my bad. But I did post it on my Facebook page, and I did. My Facebook page is David David, and I think I posted it on my YouTube page. But I tell you what I'll do. I'll try to go back. Oh, it's under, and it's all the way at the end. It's under creepy and strange TikToks that will make you. I believe it's rethink everything. But it's the one that came out today. It's 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds long. So you know you got the right one. Um, the creator of that channel is Right, the number seven, and a small x. WRIGHT 7 and a small x. Here's what I believe in the Christian genre or whatever. The young people got the Bible now, or the real priest got the Bible now. Okay, we've learned about the 5013Cs and stuff like that. There, we learned that there was a lot of stuff that those preachers, pastors, teachers, and evangelists that we were given can't preach on. But now with the invent of social media and stuff like that, the real priests got the Bible now. So I want you to try some of these things. If you are a melanated person, it'll work for you if you're not melanated. But if you're non-melanated, chances are pretty good you're going to get the word last. All right, because you're either not looking for a solution or you figure somebody will tell you. Well, consider yourself advised. So that's the Mudra Haikini. All right, start, start, start doing it now. Okay, you could tell if something is good for you because you would do it normally. Okay, so it's just hand gestures. It's just doing like this, and I'm doing like this. Okay, what's what's creepy about that? Do it when you're by yourself. There's this way to exercise your eyes. You know what we do is stare at screens all day. So our eyes aren't really zipping around. You know, those younger people who play the games, okay, not so much. But them younger people is going to find out when they get in their 40s or around in between 40 and 45, their eyes are going to require glasses. Okay, so it just happens, they say, because of age. But no, it doesn't happen because of age. It happens because we're not using our eyes the way we used to. You know, like when we were uh, mongoloids or whatever we were, we looked at everything because anything could kill you. A plant could kill you, lizard, a dinosaur. So we were a little more alert and we focused on our environment more. But now that we're in the year 2025, well, we don't. We just focus our attention on what's in front of us, pretty much, is how society has us trained. You know, when you're in school, they train you to get in a line. When you go to, blah, blah, blah. You guys are adults. They line you up in seats and stuff like that there. So you basically only see what's in front of you. I tell you what would have really changed your perspective. And a lot of people have a problem with public speaking. But what will really change your perspective is if you have an opportunity to be in front of the crowd looking at them. It'll really change your perspective. Because number one, you get to see more people and you get to see more than what's in front of you. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are adults. So, now, if you have high blood pressure, I want you to try breathing exercises. And especially if you have the type of high blood pressure where you got a machine at home and that you can see the results. Okay. Um, so you'll, you, you will see results. I don't want you to stop taking your medication. This is not medical advice. If you need medical advice, seek yourself a competent doctor. But like I told you, the last time I had my blood pressure taken, my doctor asked me, show me how you breathe. Because I was trying to explain how I got my blood pressure under control because it was really high, 165 over 99. I really had high blood pressure. Now, to be fair, I did cut out the alcohol, okay, but it was still high, 165 or something like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I had to pay attention because I didn't want to get all stroked up. Okay, what even made me start thinking about blood pressure because they say when it's high you can't feel it. But what made me start thinking about it was one day I was going into a men's room and it was only a one toilet uh, men's bathroom. So I had went in and I locked the door. Okay, because it's only a one seater. You don't want everybody to come in there. So anyway, I digress. So after I got finished doing my business, I went to wash my hands and I heard somebody was jiggling out the door. I was like, oh, geez. Confucius say how long a minute is depends on which side of the bathroom door you're on. I digress. So I stopped washing my hands and I was like, okay, I'm done. And I went to open the door and there was this man that was trying to get in. He was stroked up. That's the first thing I thought when I seen him. Wow, he must have had a stroke or something. Now I don't know why I would know anything about a stroke, but my newer knower knew that, oh, this guy had a stroke, with the arm and the walk and stuff like that there. So that's what made me start thinking about strokes and stuff like that there. Okay, I was in school in a cafeteria, the Conley Trade School. It's located in Pittsburgh. A lot of people went there. And I was in the cafeteria, and I believe the cafeteria is on one of the higher floors, like the third floor, fourth floor, or something like that there. And I don't know if the Conley Trade Center is still in operation, but I digress again. All these rabbit trails. So I'm trying to tell you about the stroking and stuff. Oh, okay. So somebody that was working behind the counter, he made this sound, "Ah," and he fell out. And the cafeteria wasn't really full because it's a trade school, so they were learning, how to cook and present food and sell stuff. So if you were a student, you could go in there. And I remember thinking, uh, oh man, somebody had a stroke at work. Okay, and too many times you hear about people going to work and that was their last day, literally. Okay, and oh, here's an extra for you. Mucus is not your friend. It is not. If you have any ex- expelled it, okay. Oh, there was another word I wanted to use, but expelling it is what you do. But you could tell it's always there. You could do a hok tui at any time, and something should come out because it's always present. And the mucus doesn't come from cold weather; it comes from food. You eat it, and the mucus builds up in the, well, I guess the blood cells or the oxygen cells or whatever. It doesn't go through it. So what you want to do is do what you have heard. Do not eat past 10 o'clock at night. For some reason or another, I thought it was a good idea because I'm brainwashed and I don't even eat this kind of food, but anyway, I thought it was a good idea to eat a full course meal before I went to sleep. Now, I'm highly favored, and someone had called me at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. All right, I usually set up. Uh, I usually wake up early anyway, because I'm kind of on call. All right. Oh my, what's going on with my TV here? All right, so I'm kind of on call, so I get up early. So whoever calls me first, I can go. All right, but I was just laying there. But this one person, he was persistent, and he called me again. So since I lay on the floor at night, I got a mat, um, a thick one. It's about this thick. All right, if you can see that, it's about this thick. So I got up and I'm talking to the guy, and all of a sudden I could not breathe. I could walk, and I can't remember if I could talk, but I remembered that the person that I was talking to, he was on speakerphone. And I think he got further away from his speaker, or my attention was getting further away from the phone onto paying attention what was going on with my body because I'm having some kind of episode. But anyway, I'm up and walking, and my body is like, hey, you might want to pay me some attention right now. And as I passed through the episode, I realized that it was the mucus. And I believe that when people die in their sleep or get unalived in their sleep or whatever, I think it's because of that mucus. Because when it just builds up, it wants to come out. So, for example, you got to blow your nose in the morning. Uh, you have to clear your throat. Those types of things. Well, that's what you're clearing it of, the mucus. So it comes from the food. Your body's breaking it down. If you got a full plate of food that in your stomach, there's uh, there's only one way for it to really go, and that's up. All right, because in order for it to come out the other way, it's got to get broken down, go through the gut, over the pancreas, and through the river we go, or through the woods we go. All right, uh, so your body is trying to protect itself, so it'll send it out the other way. This is going to be an eye-opening experience for you. You do not want to have one of those. Plus, I knew better because I'm on a healthy thing. Been on a healthy thing for years. I'd lost about 10 pounds. Now, I usually lose weight in the summer anyway. However, with the diet that I'm on, rice, beans, fruits, and vegetables, I lost a lot of weight. And my thing is my stomach because I don't want my stomach to get all poofy like that. And one of the reasons why I don't want to do that is because that's where my diaphragm is. And when I do my breathing exercises, if I have all this fat around my gut, I'm limiting how much air can be taken into my diaphragm. See how that works? All right. So what we want to do is keep your diaphragm uh, at 100%. All right. So you want to eat your fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, and stuff like that, and that'll keep your uh, thing going. All right. Especially when you want to do the mudras and your breathing exercises and your lucid dreaming and stuff. You want to have your what do you call it? I forgot just that quick. You want your diaphragm to be able to expand, right? So when you breathe in, you want to fill your lungs, and you also want to fill your diaphragm, and this will help your blood pressure stay down. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to see who's on here. Doopy, doopy, doopy. All right, let's see. Oh, Zuku. Oh, my days is I'm going pretty good. My blood pressure is down. I did what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and I'm pretty much at peace with my self. It's the summer. Days are longer. I mean, literally, it's like 7:41. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Okay, so anyway, I could keep talking, or maybe that's the end. So, love you. I hope you tried, and I hope it works for you. Okay. So I hope you try it and I hope it works for you. I would not ask you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. So you have to remember modern medicine and holistic medicine existed at the same time. Remember, in the cowboy movies, they would have the snake oil salesman who would come into town and stuff like that. Okay, so these guys are still here. So that type of medicine was here before hospitals, okay, and stuff. And remember, I told you, a doctor asked me how I breathe. So I'm just saying, um, I must be doing something right. And one of the reasons why I'm on this particular trip is because the Bible says that we are given 120 years of life. If you are 100 or so, I think you're called an octogenarian or something like that there. Okay. So there are more people who are over 100 than what you think, because look at your commercials about health and stuff like, they always use the young people who don't even really need to exercise, but I digress. So anyway, they sell better. They're more photogenic. I don't know. You know how marketing is. All right. So remember, the Bible says it like this: Physician, heal thyself. All right. So try to figure out what that means and go ahead and heal thyself. You can do it. One of the first things you did when you were born was make noise. People are loud. They got noise ordinances. They've got your parents trying to teach you to be quiet. It starts when you're young, and you just been brainwashed not to be loud. Loud. Imagine my surprise when I found that I could do my breathing exercise and hum as it comes out, and my blood pressure will go down. Imagine that. So I'm like, okay, okay. One day I got so good at it, my blood pressure was 119 over like 56 or something. I don't know. I was dead. Yeah, anyway, I digress. But it was pretty low. It was an athlete. Athletes have low blood pressure like that as well. But I'm showing myself. I'm proving to myself that I can do these things. These things are not witchcraft. What is witchcraft is pharmakia. That is the definition of witchcraft, or witchcraft is the definition of pharmakia. And the natural remedies, herbal remedies, are not. The Bible says it like this: The Most High gave us seed for meat. You can't make this up. So I'm glad that the young people are on the social media showing us things. I mean, they're going a little bit extravagant with saying that we're eating each other, but at the same time, I can see their point, because I haven't seen any new cemeteries being built. So, okay. Then you see people who do these social media videos, and you can clearly tell that they're having a moment of clarity when they're explaining what's going on in the cemeteries. So I wouldn't know. I personally, in my last, uh, while I'm having a moment of clarity, it's okay if you hear that I was not buried anywhere. Let's just say it like that. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be as fortunate as some of the people who have been purported as uh, ascending. I would like to go that way, but I know clearly now that I'm not going to die in my sleep, because I'm not going to eat after 10 o'clock. That's the 10 o'clock at night, especially if you're getting up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, because your food hasn't had time to really digest. All right. So the first thing you did when you were born was make noise. All right. You drove your parents crazy for your first year to 2 years of life, because you were always making noise. All right. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. But we are designed to make noise. I'm telling you right now. You can control your high blood pressure. You can't control it by thinking about it. You have to control it by doing something. The only thing I can tell you is you got high blood pressure because what is being done to you. So you want to do the equal and opposite reaction. You want to do something to it. Okay, it works, or I wouldn't sit, or I wouldn't tell you, or I wouldn't say it. Okay, and don't forget the lucid dreams. All right. It sounds like a witchcraft, but it isn't. All it is you're basically just laying there. Okay. And I want you to try the mudra hakinis. Okay. Love ya. See ya.